welcome back to another Francois Nicole video, and today I'm going to talk about something a tad bit different. So today I'm going to talk about, you want to own that home? I'm going to help you own that dream home of yours that you've been looking at, dying about, taking pictures of, putting on your vision board. I'm going to give you some tips, some easy tips to be a homeowner or to just to reach the goal period of saving money. Tips on saving money. Here we go. All right. So the first tip is, why do you really want to save money? Are you trying to save money for a house, an apartment, a condo, that dream trip to Paris? Why are we saving money? That's what you got to ask yourself. What is the motivation for saving this money? Or are we just saving money for just hard times because we feel like we're reading articles about, about the real estate market and about life, and we realize that, hey, I don't have enough money saved up for, an empty nest, or to just splurge on, or to just be secure in case I was to lose my job. God forbid any of us lose our jobs. We need our jobs. However, we do need money. We do need monies in order to feel secure. So I got a few quick tips, but this is more so driven to just period. Like, why you want to own a home? This is a tip for people who really, really want to own a home. So here we go. I have my list of items, so my list of things that I feel like it's going to be really, really useful. So here we go. All right. We're going to minimize our bills. Nobody said you can't live on a ball on a budget. We can all ball on a budget, but we got to be realistic about the balling on the budget that we're trying to achieve. So when I say minimize your bills, I mean, think about it. We all pay for Hulu, Crackle. I think that might actually be free, but Hulu, Netflix. What's that other channel that Black China has? I think that's like $3.99 or something. BET Plus, whatever the case may be. If you're not actually utilizing it every single day and more than an hour every single day, I would say rid of it. And I say that because Hulu's now, or Netflix now, is like $15.99. If you don't need it, get rid of it. Use someone else's account from time to time. Everything's on YouTube. YouTube it. Everything's on Google. Google it. You can watch the shows for free. So minimize your bills. That's the first thing. Second thing is cut back on eating out. Now, if you guys are like me, I think I eat out probably a good 2 to 3, maybe even 4 times a week. Cut back on eating out. We don't necessarily need to eat out every single day. Or if you're one of those people that go out with your girlfriends for lunch, you have an hour lunch at work, and you go to Green Turtle or Olive Garden or Applebee's or wherever, fine. That's fine. Cool. Eat there for lunch, right? But don't eat out on the weekends with your girlfriends when you go meet up for your, when you go meet up. There's no need to go to wherever you're going to go to and on Saturday night and get a $60 tab on 4 drinks and some wings. Nope. You've already used that funds throughout the week. And then later on, I'm going to give you a couple of tips where you can still do exactly what you want to do and still save money. But just stay tuned for that one. So then the third thing would be cut back on buying clothes. If the clothes are not multi-purposeful clothes, I don't even know if multi-purposeful is a word. However, if the clothes are not clothes where you can wear to work, business attire, casual attire, and out with your girlfriends and still look fly and still catch the man of your dreams that you think you're looking for, rid of it. Sell it on Poshmark, give it away to your girlfriend, sell it for $1, whatever the case may be. Cut back on buying clothes. If you can't buy, or if you're going to buy jeans for work, for casual day, and then still buy jeans for out with your girlfriends when you put on your skinny jeans and then put your heels on too. No need to buy 2 separate jeans. Buy one. Alright. The third one, in no particular order, it is rent a basement apartment or move back home versus own an apartment. Okay, so what I mean by that is this. All of us like our independence, and there's nothing wrong with having our independence. And I'm all for it. But if you're someone that's looking to purchase a home within the next year or 2, move back home. that 2 year sacrifice of dealing with your parents, nagging or whatever you want to call it, it's not going to kill you. If anything, it's going to make you appreciate your home ownership a whole lot more. And then once you move back home, discuss with your parents what a reasonable amount of, rent would be. And then the difference between the rent that you're spending now and then the rent that you will be paying your parents, that difference should go directly to your savings account when you cut your parents a check, whether it's a money order, an actual check, or you're transferring funds to their checking account of their choice. The difference should automatically go to your savings account. Boom. That's the first way. That's going to be your third way that you're going to save money. All right. Join in on your parents' car insurance. Now, everybody knows it's cheaper to have a multi policy discount or multi policy for discounts. So I would suggest that anybody who's thinking about purchasing a home, a condo, or whatever the case may be, if you're just looking for ways to just cut back altogether, however, being a part of your parents, your godparents, or your cousins or aunts, car insurance, it's not going to be a bad thing. Now, if you got a bad driving record, then maybe that's not a good idea. But if you have a really, really good driving record, no tickets, no accidents, none of that kind of craziness, then see how that can work out. Now, let's say, for example, your insurance is $225 and the person that you're going to go with is already paying $190, and then you guys join together and you're only paying $200. You're going to give them whatever that you are going to discuss, and then the difference from what you were paying to what you are paying should automatically be transferred into your savings account. On the due date or in the beginning of the month, we're going to talk about that part too, how you pay your bills. All right, the next thing, join in on your parents' phone plan. A lot of plans now are getting hip with the idea of, I guess, it's better to have multi people on a plan than not. Like T-Mobile has, if you're over 55 and older, it's like you get 2 lines for $55, and every line after that is like $25 or something like that. So when the bill comes, pay the difference. Now the difference, let's say for example, for your own phone plan, you're paying, let's say $200. And then with this phone plan over here, you're only paying $100. The $100 that you're saving should go where? Ding! To your savings account. There we go. Because the money that you don't see, you can't miss. Because you were already paying out that money from the beginning, right? There we go. All right. The next one is get a part-time job or side hustle. Now, everybody of us know sometimes we don't like using our Saturdays to entertain other people. We want to go out and have fun, have fun with the ladies, party, turn up, whatever the case may be. However, the part-time job, if you don't necessarily need the money for the part-time job, and what I mean by need the money, I mean if you're not already in the red, after you pay all your bills, you're still in the negative, then you don't need the money. So you would take the money, which is anywhere between $100 to maybe $600-700, after taxes and everything come out, if you're going to go that route, which is actually work where you're actually going to receive a W-4 or whatever it's called, then that money should automatically go to a whole nother checking account and or directly to your savings account. Because remember, you're saving money for this ultimate goal that you're trying to achieve. So if you never saw the money come in, once again, you can't miss what you don't see. All right. Okay, so the next one is something a part of what I said earlier about eating out. Take your lunch every day. So prime example. Every day, maybe for some people this might be kind of, brash, but if you eat out every single day with your coworkers for lunch, that means you're spending like anywhere between $10 to $30 a day. But if you took your lunch, you're saving money. Even if you took leftovers from last night, you're still saving your money. Or if you cut back, let's say instead of you eating out every day with your coworkers, you only go 2 to 3 times out the week, excuse me. So then the difference between those 2 days or those days that you choose to not go out to eat and bring your lunch, the money that you would spend on your lunch out with your coworkers should automatically be subtracted from your checking and deposited into your savings. Let me break it down a little bit more. I'm going to go to Green Turtle and I'm going to get a pasta meal, and that's going to cost me $15. Well, why spend $15 on a pasta meal and I'm still going to be hungry in a couple hours when I just made, last night I made spaghetti. Bring that spaghetti in, bring a couple more snacks, a yogurt, some granola bars or something like that, a protein shake or whatever, and then that $15 when lunchtime come, or at the end of the day or later that night, you take that $15 that you would normally spend at Chipotle or Green Turtle or McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or Starbucks or wherever it is that you and your ladies go to for lunch, take that money, transfer from your savings to your checking. You would be surprised how much money you are saving every single day. And then if you did this for, let's say, a whole 2 weeks, we in there. We're in there like swimwear. All right, the next thing. Use gas rewards. So I live in the DMV area, and on, was it Tuesdays, it's T-Mobile Tuesdays, where they automatically give you 10 cents off. And then on Thursdays, it's 5 cents off on Shell gas, period, because Shell advertises that as a normal. So you have a choice. You can fuel up or whatever on Tuesdays and make that gas last until the next Tuesday, or you can fuel up on Thursdays and still make that last until the next Thursday. Either way, you have an option because you have some type of gas discount. 5 cents or 10 cents add up every single week, because that could be $3 of gas that you've saved, depending on what type of gas that you use. That could be $5 to $10 of savings, and so I would definitely advise you to save. Now, you can't, unless you're really, really good with math, you really can't calculate how much money that you would normally save. I guess you could, because if you know that it takes $40 to fill up, and then you use T-Mobile Tuesdays, it only took you $32, then the difference you would put into your savings. There you go. All right, the next one. Maximize your 401 account and your thrift savings plan. This one's a little tricky. I tell everybody, once again, you can't miss what you don't see. So if you're going to work for anyone, generally most companies give you a 401k plan and they match after whatever. So let's say, for example, 4%, they match 4%. So I guess you could say like 4% will be equivalent. Listen, I don't get involved with all the numbers, but I'm thinking 4% would be equivalent to pretty much 100% if you, I guess, if you look at it like that. And then whatever you put in at 4%, let's say you put in $200, they would, whatever. Maximize it. Go talk to your HR office or whatever the case may be. Figure out for your age, for your retirement age, are you putting enough money into your 401k account? If you're not, figure out how much money you should be putting in and put that in. Because once again, like I said before, and I'm going to continue to say it throughout the video, what you don't see, you can't miss. If it's already gone, or if it's already accounted for, or whatever the case may be, it's not going to be missed. You can still work with the budget that you have. You're just going to have to cut back on other things. All right, the next one. Open up an IRA account with your credit union or your bank. Nowadays, every credit union has an IRA account. It usually takes $5 or $20 to open up, whatever. So I'm going to teach you a trick about that. The trick is, if you got a part-time job, and let's say, for example, you really don't necessarily need the money, but you're just working a part-time job to work a part-time job just to have extra money, then you would probably put that into your savings, have it directly deposited into your savings. But if you're working a part-time job and you really want this part-time job, funds to really mean something like purchasing a home, then what you're going to do is you're going to open up the IRA account with your bank, and every time that you would normally get paid from that company or that business or whatever it is, that funds would deposit directly into that IRA account. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. We got a few points we got to talk about a little bit later, but that's going to be that. So instead of it actually coming into your checking, it's going to go into your IRA account. So that's a good thing, because you can't. It's just unheard of. You just cannot spend what you don't see, and you can't miss what you don't know that you have, or it's not available to you to use. So that's that account. The other one is old school. A lot of our older parents and aunts and uncles use it. We're either going to use coupons or couponing, or we're going to buy strictly what's on sale. If you go on Pinterest, you can make a lot of different meals out of chicken. If you go on Pinterest and you want turkey chops or turkey, ground turkey, you can make a lot of different meals out of ground turkey. Meatballs, meatloaf. I mean, the average person eats leftovers 2 days anyway. So there go your 4 days out the week. And then on Fridays, you can go out with your friends because you didn't go out the rest of the week. You didn't use that money throughout the rest of the week to eat at lunch with your friends and your coworkers. So why not go out on Friday, but just set a budget? All right, cut back. Ladies, let's go for us. We're going to cut back on our nails and our hair and our facials and all those kind of things. Maybe make it stretch a little bit. Instead of going every 2 weeks, you're going to go every 3 weeks. That too is going to upset your stylist and your manicurist or your esthetician, whatever they're called, because they're dependent on your funds to come in every 2 weeks versus every 3 weeks. But that too will change in a couple of weeks. You just got to do this temporarily until you reach the goal that you're trying to reach. And then once you reach that goal, you can go back to your normal activities. But you'll see that this also, you'll see how fast your savings will actually grow. And then you may actually say, I was able to increase my savings by 120% in less than 6 months. This actually feels pretty good. I think I can continue this on. All right. Now, this is a trick that I use myself, and I thought it was very, very useful, which is pay your bills within the first 3 days of you getting paid. Now, when you look at the calendar, you see, okay, I get paid this day, or this day, and you know you have set on your calendar what's due. So if you get paid on Thursdays, then you got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to pay your bills. I mean, generally, we want the money to try to sit until Monday. However, we want to avoid all kinds of late fees. We want to avoid any type of late payments, late fees, anything. We want to make sure that once we get paid and the weekend comes, we're able to enjoy our time. We're not worried about what's due, what we didn't pay, how we going to pay. Nope, we're not worried about none of that. So, if you pay all your bills within the first day of getting paid, go online, get your online payments together, and just click the bills. Click pay now, whatever the case may be. I don't necessarily use the auto pay, because I don't want somebody telling me I don't want somebody digging into my checking account. I'm not with that lifestyle. However, if you pay your bills within the first 3 days of you getting paid, you can knock out a lot of different situations arising. And then once the weekend comes, you already know what you have left. And there's no negotiations with it. You're not guessing. You're not trying to figure out how you're going to do whatever, whenever, and whatever. It's already done. You've already did it. Let's move on. All right. So then the other thing is, this is something that I generally use when I'm getting ready to, I guess, like, try to figure out how my money's gonna work for me, right? Here we go. So you get paid on Friday, or let's say you get paid on Friday. Okay, we get paid on Friday, and you notice that your check deposits on, let's say, Thursday morning instead of Friday. Now Wednesday came around, it came and it's gone, right? Now, you don't really have any bills between Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and maybe even Monday. A trick that I use is whatever money is left over in my checking account, I generally take that money or half of that money and I will transfer it to my savings. So that way, that in case I need to call roadside assistance or whatever the case may be, I have some type of coins in my checking account and I'm not having to have to pull from my savings to transfer back to my checking. So this generally works for me. Let me give you an example. All right. So last week done went and came and gone, and you about to get paid this coming Friday, right? And you decide, okay, I got $420 left in my account. Nothing is due until, what's today's date? I don't know what today's date is. Nothing is due until the first of the month of October, right? And I'm about to get paid this, well, wait, this coming Friday is like the first or so, I don't know. But let's just say this coming Friday, you get paid. And on Wednesday of this week, nothing is due on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But when Wednesday comes, you still have money left over. You're going to take half of the money that you have left over in your checking account, minus, emergency cash or whatever the case may be, and you're going to transfer it directly to your savings account. You should get in the habit of doing that. If you continue to use some of these modules that I've expressed to you, mind you now, every day now it seems like you're going to be transferring money from your checking to your savings. And you want to get in the habit of doing that until you can get in the habit of doing it weekly. And I say that because, once again, you didn't go out to lunch with your friends. That $7 meal for McDonald's or Taco Bell, transfer to your savings. Tuesday roll around, you didn't go out with your girlfriends at work to go to lunch. You didn't do your $5 Subway, $5.30 goes strictly to your savings account. Wednesday roll around, you didn't do Wednesday potluck or something, I don't know. Wednesday, whatever they got special going on Wednesdays. Nope, that's $12 meal right there. You usually spend $12 on Wednesdays, $12 from checking to savings. When Thursday roll around, I brought my lunch on Thursday. I didn't have to go out to eat once again. Nah, girls, I'm gonna stay here at the office. I'm gonna catch up on some work. Nope. While they all having fun at lunch, you're saving money. Once you get in the habit of doing this on a daily basis, you'll get in the habit of calculating in your mind, okay, I didn't spend this money throughout the week. I didn't spend money through Thursday, so when Friday comes, you could just go directly transfer to your savings. So that's what I generally do. Between days when I don't order out at lunch, I transfer the money to my savings. Then on the days, like I said, like between the pay periods, I know generally all my bills are due within these little 2 days, 3 days sumps, So I pay all my bills. As soon as I get my paycheck on Friday or whatever, I go home, log in, pay all my bills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I pay all of them. Now I know what I got left. You know what you got left, and you know what you got left to work with. Then you can set aside, okay, I'm only going to spend $80 on gas, whatever the case may be. And then that's why I say, before you get paid again, if you got any money, I don't care if it's $60. You can take $15 of that $60 and transfer it to your savings account. And as time goes on, you'll start to get a rhythm going. You say, okay, the last couple of months, I ain't need to, have to spend any money. And then when you get paid again, so remember now, you had money left over in your savings. And then when you got paid, before you got paid, you only transferred 15 of the total amount. When you get paid again, you're going to see a surplus in your checking account from your normal check. You take that money that you didn't transfer, part 2 of the money that you didn't transfer, and you're going to transfer that into your savings account as well. So now all you have is just your paycheck in your checking account. You're going to go through it again. I got paid on Friday. I'm going to pay my bills. One. Pay all your bills. There's no late fees. Nobody's going to charge you extra for paying on time or paying interest or whatever, paying extra or whatever the case may be. That's fine. So now you're in a good situation. And now you know what you have left. If you use these tactics that I've expressed to you, in no time will you have any issues saving up for a new car, taking that girls trip, paying off any extra bills, which I am going to have a video later down the line showing you, I guess, how to pay off your credit card bills or how to pay them off a little bit faster than normal when you have an interest rate that's above a 0% interest rate, if that makes any sense. There's a trick to it, and we're going to go into it in my next video. I think a lot of young adults need to hear or kind of like see why it's important to save money. Why it's important to understand the value of $1, and why it's important to actually pay your bills on time. This may actually turn into like a series, but it's all in fun and games. It's all in good loving. Because I hear a lot of young people say, my parents didn't teach me about money. I don't understand about credit cards. I don't understand the idea of credit scores and all those kind of things. So I think someone that's young and that's in the midst of still going through trials and tribulations as you all go through, I feel like I have learn a couple of things, and so I feel like I can share them with you. So please understand, I am not a financial analyst, a financial accountant, an accountant, or any type of financial broker. I do not own or have a degree in accounting or financial marketing or any of those kind of things. These are strictly thoughts and ideas and tactics that I've used over the years to get me to where I am today. Because just like a lot of young people say, I didn't have anyone to really show me, teach me about money. Yeah, you go through the school and you count money, and you know 5 plus 5 is 10 and 20 plus 20 is 20, but you don't really understand the idea, I guess, of how $20 can really buy you 2 meals instead of 1. In some cases, it can actually buy you 3 meals instead of 1. So that's understanding the value of $1. I really want you guys to engage with me. Once again, I want you guys to like and comment and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Did I leave anything out? If you have any questions or comments on how to get you where you're trying to get to, or how you try to get you where you're trying to go in, or where you're trying to go, excuse me, leave a comment below. If I'm able to help, I would definitely, message you back and give you my thoughts and opinions. But like I said, I want to let you guys know honestly, I'm not a financial accountant. I don't deal with money on a regular basis. These are just tactics and things that I have learned throughout my years of paying bills, living on my own, and understanding the value of an actual dollar. So I hope that you guys have liked the video. I know it's a lot of information, so you may have to watch this twice to actually really get it. But I promise you, once you get it, you'll get it, and you can use it in any situation, for every situation, for whatever goal that you're trying to accomplish. So guys, until we meet again, I want to thank you guys for watching, for listening, and I hope this is a blessing to somebody. Until we talk again, guys, I will talk to you soon. Bye.